Okay, this is interesting. The first grav drive was developed with the help of NASA on Earth. So it was a grav drive. I need to find out how this is connected to the artifacts. We're going back to Earth. It's the NASA launch tower. There should be more buildings and things left on Earth. The atmosphere was burned out, but that shouldn't destroy everything, should it? It certainly hasn't destroyed that. That's a new style ship. We've seen that or I've seen that in pictures of loading screens and things. But you've probably seen it too, because there's that many loading screens. You can tell I really couldn't be bothered with Earth, can't you? I really wanted to do a series where we came to Earth and we checked out each continent, but I don't know if that's something that people are interested in. I guess let me know in the comments. I'd be happy to do it. I don't know if that's fun. Well, I'm a master at finding my way inside, so... Well, at least Earth surveyed. We can just climb up, right? So what is this ship? Because this... It's clearly Nova, but this is not like anything else I've had access to. What is the gravity? The gravity is 1. I mean, it's fairly well buried. It looks cool. This isn't the kind of place where you want to be unarmed. I didn't realise they were as heavy as they are. Well, we can get in there, that's easy enough. Hello? Oh, I thought it was a little insect. It's not. Yeah, there's only one way. Oh no, there's stairs. I'm half expecting spaces or something. A NASA notebook. A Superior Explorer spacesuit. Really good stats, it just looks awful. And it doesn't have any perks. It surprises me that nobody has tried to come back to Earth. I know that you can't live on it, but surely with the technology that we now have, in Starfield terms, we could reclaim Earth, no? Maybe not. Right, we're going in the proper way, I guess. Click. I'm not even picking them up. Another one of them, no perks. We're playing on as hard as it gets. I can't make it any harder. I can't get a better chance at getting good loot, and I'm still not getting good loot. You there? That's just a storage door, isn't it? You want me to go up? That's fair. I already have a load of those. I don't need to pick any more up. Could have come up that way. I don't think there is anybody here. I can probably put the gun away. This is cool. I know it's ruined, and I hate that Earth is like this. But this is cool to see it. To actually be at Cape Canaveral. The launch bay of humanity's exploration in the stars. I'd love to go there and actually see a launch one day. I don't know if I ever will, but it's something I'd love to do. There's an element of wonder to it for me. Now we know, having done one of the random encounters, that sometimes these ledges do crack and fall and break. Are we going to see the control room? There's quite a lot of boxes here. I thought that there'd be... Is that a NASA book? Is there any NASA books? Was that like magazines to boost my skills? Is that such a thing or not? I don't think that there is anybody else here. No! You really are giving me the crap stuff today. Enter NASA. Where did I get the NASA access code? I mean, that's the second one of those I've got, but I'll take it because I like them. Shame I can't dual wield them. I still have 4 of those. I don't think I need to pick any more up. Still works. Hey, we're in. If this is anything, it's going to be close quarters. Man, this place is a mess. Oh, piss off. I'm going up this way. Nothing. Again, it's just to sell. That wasn't anything to do with me. Just to throw this out there. This just looks like generic Starfield environment stuff thrown in an area with NASA printed on the walls. I was expecting it to look a bit more, well, different. Research computer. Launch procedures. Remember, the final vitals and suit check seals are essential. Excuse me. Yes, we've come a long way as far as tolerances. Yes, the number of people cleared for launch is much higher than it used to be. But these people's lives are still in our hands. I know there's rumours that the next launch is slated to be cancelled, but let's not have that be on us. Assume it's go time. Every time. Your professionalism is what makes space travel just a little bit safer. And we can use every ounce we can get. Hopefully my voice has returned. Access station logs. Delivery from Mars. Archives damaged. Running system recovery. Partial archives retrieved. Delivery from Mars.
Station log. Dr. Judith Tatien. The recent delivery from Mars is unsettling. I was expecting rock samples or maybe fossils of microbial life. Instead, Dr. Victor Isa comes with 2 members of the military. Everything they've brought back is under wraps. What could a theoretical physicist need with a sample from Mars?
Okay, I'm just going to point out here that Destiny came out almost 10 years ago. And that started with a discovery on Mars. A discovery that changed space travel for mankind. Just throwing that out there. I'm sure it's nothing to do with Starfield.
Station log. Dr. Judith Tatien. I've been trying to cozy up to Dr. Isa, Victor, to see what is going on. His team has completely commandeered one of the labs with those 2 military handlers, checking who comes in and out. I joked that maybe he found a little grey man and was doing an autopsy, and he grew very pale. 2 days later, he sends me a request asking for more information on my background in materials science, metallurgical engineering. Oh, we have a meeting tomorrow. I think I'm being invited into the lab.
Meeting today.
Station log. Dr. Judith Tatien. I have never been so nervous since I defended my dissertation. 4 hours talking to Victor and his team about theoretical metals, atomic bonding, even a half-hour divergence into magnetism that I'm pretty sure was to throw me off the trail of what we were actually talking about. Then, I got to see the lab. I don't know how much I should say, but the periodic table just got thrown out the window.
That's cool. Anything else? No. Well, I'm not going that way. Come off it. Is that me? Am I the problem? I'm usually the problem. I stand there. That'd have been a real cool place to hide a NASA spacesuit that was the best in the game. Just saying. I'd love another Constellation. Is it the Mark 1 spacesuit? I'd love another one of those at my actual level. Oh, wow. My explorer sense is kicking in. Taking one of them for... well, to remember this. The rover? This has held up surprisingly well. That looks similar. The F1 engine, developed for the Apollo mission to reach Earth's moon. The F1 engine is a single-nozzle, liquid-fueled jet engine that could generate over 6 million newtons of thrust each. 5 of these would be used on the Saturn V Super Heavy Lift launch vehicle. The power of the F1 was critical to providing the necessary lift to launch rockets from the surface of Earth towards the stars. Oh, come on, game, there's got to be some good loot here. I'm having a toy rocket as well. Ah, they make noises! Am I pressing everything? Oh, this is the ship. Don't know what's going on with that little bit of texturing there, but... Leaving Earth forever. In 2150, scientists first predicted the destruction of our beloved Earth. Atmospheric phenomena would cause breathable air to sputter outside of Earth's gravity, dooming all life that remained. An estimated 50 years until the end has given NASA and other space agencies around the world the opportunity to migrate humanity away from certain death and into the stars. Thanks in part to the development of the grav drive, humanity will live on. That's what was out there, so one of the ships was either not needed or didn't make it off. Quite a lot of it is under sand then. The lunar rover, yeah. From 1971 to 1972, the lunar rover was used for the last Apollo missions that would carry 2 astronauts. The chevron tread patterns on the wheels are made from titanium to help maintain traction on the moon's surface. The rover is also fully electronic and ran on batteries whose power was intended to last for the duration of the mission. Starman, anyone? Mercury spacesuit. Adapted from a design originally intended for high-altitude aircraft, the Mercury spacesuit would undergo several modifications to deal with pressure, oxygen, and thermal considerations. Even though the cabin of the Mercury spacecraft itself protected against the rigours of space travel, redundancy has always been key. In the event that the cabin were to depressurize and expose astronauts to the vacuum of space, their Mercury spacesuits would be able to offer a critical extra layer of defense. I guess I can't have one. Sod it, let's do everything. Project Mercury. From 1958 to 1963, one of humanity's first human space flight programs, the Mercury spacecraft was designed to fit a single person who would be sent to test a person's ability to function in space. 6 flights in total were launched, the earliest being a 15-minute suborbital flight, the last being over 34 hours and 22 complete orbits. This is cool, I didn't know a lot of this stuff. I'm just going to have a swig of my tea, then we'll have a look at Project Gemini. From 1965 to 1966, the year West Ham won the World Cup. In many ways, Project Gemini was a learning mission. While NASA's ultimate goal was to put a human being on the moon, many questions had to be answered before that project, Apollo, could even begin. Gemini was tasked with answering how a person could survive in space over many days, how to connect spacecraft together, and how to improve spacesuit technology to operate outside of spacecraft. Oh, it looks like we do get one. Project Apollo. From 1968 to 1972. Project Apollo was the first successful program to put humanity on Earth's moon. The first moon landing occurred on July 20th, 1969. It was actually Apollo's 11th flight, with all previous launches testing all the modules, orbits, and other critical data needed to ensure the astronauts could reach the moon and return safely. That they did. What does pocketed mean? Sensor array, medic and hazard protection. It's heavy. I don't know if I should take it. It's not that good. Depends what the perks are. Because it doesn't tell me. Probably expands your inventory or something. Oh, well, I'm taking everything else, so I may as well just take it all, right? How are we doing weight-wise? I probably could. Let's have a set for the apartment. Huh. Project Prism. NASA partnered with Nova Galactic, the creators of the Voltaire supercomputer, on an ambitious aerospace project to pull gravity itself. The result is the first spacecraft capable of faster-than-light travel. The first successful voyage saw astronauts reach Jupiter in moments, what would have previously taken years. That's what we heard. Is this the ship? That's all going to be the same. Oh, it is the same. This bit? Living outside Earth. While long-term missions in space began in the late 1990s with programs such as the International Space Station, humanity began living on other planets almost 100 years later. Small outposts of 5 or fewer scientific research teams eventually gave way to entire colony efforts on Mars and other orbiting bodies in our solar system. So you want me to go that way? The MER program. This is the Mars rover, isn't it? Oh, we can go find it? Cool. The Mars Exploratory Rover program launched in 2003 and allowed for the remote exploration and study of Mars. 2 twin rovers were made, nicknamed Spirit and Opportunity. While Spirit ceased communication functions in 2010, the Opportunity rover continued operations well into 2018, exceeding its initial planned time by over 14 years. Well, they don't make them like they used to. Meh. Not meh. Closed for remodeling. It needs a bit of remodeling. The Eagle module. From the Apollo 11 mission, the lunar module Eagle was the first crewed spacecraft to touch down on Earth's moon. Eagle's counterpart was the command module Columbia, where the lunar model needed to both separate from and eventually reattach to. Columbia would take astronauts to and from the orbit of the moon, while Eagle would bring them to and from the surface. What's up here? Nothing about space warfare? I've seen Moonraker. I know how it goes. Oh, I thought there might be some loot. But there isn't. And that's okay, we have a doorway to go through. This is nice. It's slowing the pace down. The snow globe of NASA. Okay. I'd very much like to be able to... Man, that's an awkward place to put a toilet. I'd very much like to be able to put the snow globes up in the apartment somewhere. Judith, personal recording.
I just don't understand where these calculations came from.
There's something wrong with the math? I think it's quite straightforward.
That's not what I'm asking. We've had no success extracting even a sample of material from the object. No explanation for the gravitational effects. No motion graph to explain its harmonic frequencies. I can't even establish a melting point.
Judith.
But you've had me building these prototype colliders for months. And now you want me to pump helium-3 into it based on this equation you've written on a goddamn napkin?
I just need you to trust me.
I have been trusting you. We keep slamming our heads against a brick wall, getting nothing. And you keep coming up with something new to try. Like, you know what's going to happen. Where are you getting your information, Victor?
I'm sorry, Judith. Look, not here, okay? Somewhere off base. I'll tell you everything.
Victor's one of them.
I'm not lying, okay? We're going to discover something important here. I promise.
He knew where to find it. Victor knew where to find it. He's patient zero in all this. Anything on there? No. Actually, we'll keep this on. Well, this is a much slower pace than I was expecting. But I don't want to walk into any serious issues. I can fit through there, right? I mean, I can fit through there. He just doesn't want me to. Go up. No. don't see or hear anything. I'm going to pop this door though. Please have something good behind it. I don't have another one of those, do I? Potentially. I think we're okay. I'll be honest, I think we've figured this one out. Just not worth carrying. Neither was that, and I don't even know why I picked it up. I just had the impulse to loot something. Alright, back to the exploration. I'm shutting the doors just in case there's somebody behind me. I don't think there is. The fun thing for me is we now know that this journey has been taken by one of our companions at one point or another in a different universe. But by the sounds of it, never me. We are literally going where no TOD has gone before. Which I think is kind of cool. I guarantee you there's going to be nothing of interest in here as well. Yeah, that'll do. And then that'll do. Don't think I need one of those yet. Again, stat-wise it's good, it just looks awful. A staggering, furious and staggering, I mean I'll take it, but it's not the perks that I'm looking for. But we do have a maintenance key. How would one get in there? There's a lot of these power cells lying around. Should I be taking them? Hey, another snow globe. This doesn't take me up. No. Right, okay, that's fine. I am going to grab one of these just in case, because we are using them at quite an alarming rate. So... where's the good stuff? Oh, wow! I was saying that there should be more things like that in here. And that is one. I mean... not exactly worth it, what you find inside. But fair enough. It's kind of cool. There's lots of little parts and things, crafting things. It makes sense that it would be here at NASA, but it doesn't really give you anything exciting to find.
Be advised that this is a combat zone.
Damn right it is.
I am taking damage. Outgoing fire.
92's high.
Damage registered.
I think we're gonna go with this.
I am. Repair not possible.
Turrets. I thought those barrels would have exploded. I can't be bothered to loot them. See, this is following the cables to do the power. This is good. I'm not popping the turret control. We've already taken out all the turrets. Don't know if I need to do that. I can probably just turn the power and then we're done. Or not? Okay, so it's going to be that and that, and probably that and that. I'm not seeing anything worth having. I'm very surprised that there hasn't been any magazines or anything that, like, buff you in one way or another. What is this? A Tesla Advanced. So it's anti-personnel, which is nice. Radioactive, I don't really care about, but I'll take it. And Tesla rounds will sometimes emit electricity when they land that damages and slow. That's nice. I think that gun for me needs the extended mag, but you know, that's nice. And I think that's the third one of those that I've seen that's been yellow quality. So they're obviously fairly common. Right, I think we popped this ready to go, didn't we? Yeah, okay. I'm expecting that this is taking me to the lab. And I'm expecting us to find a starborn ship. But I mean, I might be wrong. Let's see if I'm proved wrong. There's nothing in here, is there? I'm thinking turrets or something down here. No? Any more data slates? Anything that will give us a few more answers? Shame we can't break them. Oh. Now that's interesting. No, go back, go back, go back. So gravity... Gravity has gone. How many ones? We've got 2 ones, that should be fine. We've got 3 ones. And we're in. Is this stuff locked just because it can be locked? Is that what's going on here? Oh, we don't have any wands. Right, okay, scrap that idea. It's not bad. Okay, it's not a great fire rate, but I will take it. No, go back, go back, go back, go back. Right, okay, so there's going to be loads of stuff in that room. And I have just made this worse. I have just made this whole place anti-grav. Right, okay, hit the terminal and go. NASA research computer. Security procedures. You're not going to read this one to me? Check all badges before allowing access. Yes, even the generals. I don't care how angry they get. The direct orders from the secretary. Absolutely no phones or recording devices. All written materials, clipboards, notepads, are to be checked on exit of the labs. Confiscate anything with confidential information on it. And access station logs. 14th of April 2138.
Project log. Dr. Victor Isa. We turned on the prototype today. The gravitational field around it began to fold as we long suspected. Complete reversal of gravitational pull was observed on dozens of loose objects around the lab. I'm setting up a meeting with the directors to propose a larger test. The prototype proves we don't need the original anymore, but further work is going to have to take place in space. Somewhere with abundant helium-3 and with a civilian partner. Someone with access to large-scale manufacturing resources and computational equipment. Engineering gravitational folds pulling the far side of the solar system closer to us. It's all going to be possible.
That's where Nova come in.
Project log. Dr. Judith Tatien. I watched the gravjite tests from the moon today. It was the first time we were able to talk to the team at Nova Galactic directly. So many things were under wraps before, but now everyone wants all the publicity they can get. I'm already seeing proposals for manufacturing androids of drives, expeditions to Alpha Centauri and beyond. It's also overwhelming and worrying. It could take years, decades, before we know what all the side effects of operating a grav drive can be, but no one wants to hear that right now. Like a bunch of pioneers racing towards the edges of the frontier without knowing about the grizzly bears in the mountains.
It's part of the fun, right? Okay, let's go this way. It's because it's a grav drive, that's why there's no gravity. That's cool. Okay, if I was Bethesda, this is where I would hide the really cool stuff. Because you're floating around and it's going to be harder to find it. It's actually amazing that it's still working. But this isn't what I thought it would be. I thought that we'd be finding the ship. I don't know why the field stops here. Let's pop down first. Oh, somebody fell. Maintenance key. I want all of that. I'm just looking for loot at this point, and that's rubbish. That opens me into this room. Okay, now we know where that is. Pop this latch. That makes sense to me. I mean, that could be that. But that doesn't work with that. But that does fit in the other one, so... 1, 2... I don't like any of these options. We're in, though. Don't hit me when I'm in 0G. Nope. Nope. Wasted time. Such a shame that this is a waste of time. This is that lift shaft. That's going to be a cuttable door. No. Right, let's crack on. I'm not seeing anything worth having. We're gonna have to go all the way around, aren't we? That's fine. Apparently not. There's got to be another way in. Like that. Something good. Oh, we've already been here. Righto. Cheers, game. This feels pointless. You've just added stuff in for people like me to go looking for and waste time. That's Victor. Release the artifact. Well, Victor didn't make it. So, Victor might not have been Starborn. Why would you release the artifact? Let's check the doors. We're going to loot everything. It might not be worth it, but we're going to loot everything. So let's go with those two. I can't take it. I don't want it anyway. I wouldn't use it, so what's the point, right? How many ones have we got? 3 ones. Right, we should be okay. Yeah, we're fine. I'll take that. And I guess I'll take that. What don't I need? Don't need that. 35k though. We're alright for weight. We're not doing too bad. I think we're coming to the end of this. We've found the artifact. Let's read the log. Prototype drive. Please be careful whenever running power through the prototype. Secure all loose objects and have researchers empty pockets and remove jewelry, watches, etc. Remember that the core of the drive contains a specimen that is irreplaceable and all data is under the strictest clearance. Exercise all caution with all research materials and ensure information does not leave this lab. Access logs February 12, 2149.
I never actually got to visit your labs back when we were working on the grav drive projects.
Seems like ancient history now. Only thing we're doing these days is launching weather satellites.
Guess this is as good a retirement as any. Now, Project Demeter, you want our help manufacturing scanners to better track these new meteorological patterns we're seeing.
Our guess is that the poles might be naturally shifting, causing some gravitational fluctuations that are throwing off our old models.
Why do you need the scanning tolerances to be so small? What are you trying to find?
I just want to be sure. It's not like we're doing much these days anyway. The glory days are over. Why not give ourselves a challenge before they write us off in the history books?
What year did the atmosphere start to dissipate on Earth? Did they do this? August 21st. Okay, I'm reading this one. To Judith, Victor and Lan. As requested, the astrophysics research team have done a full analysis of the data you provided us. The measurements of the Earth's magnetosphere show clear signs of fluctuation. They did this to Earth. Often in correlation to the periods of frequent and large gravity wave spikes emanating from the Moon. These gravity waves seem to be affecting the magnetic shield provided by Earth's inner core, and may be affecting the core itself, given the proximity to the source. The data indicates the change rate is increasing exponentially. As our magnetosphere falters, its ability to protect us from the sun's solar wind falters. Beyond the devastating effects of solar radiation, this will lead to something more dire, the sputtering or stripping away of our atmosphere. This has happened before, to Mars, a planet studied since the earliest days of space, to see into Earth's possible future. We're afraid this future may be closer than we ever thought imaginable. Some may view this data as normal, but there have been historical fluctuations and polarity changes in Earth's core. But this is orders of magnitude greater. We see echoes of previous generations' debates over global warming, and we want the science here to be clear. Like waves in the ocean, these gravitational waves rise and eventually crash into shore. The Earth, with devastating consequences. Dr. Luke Andrews, Art Chief Scientist. August 22nd.
I know what I'm seeing, Victor. The data coming back from these satellites is very clear. It's the grav drives.
All those jumps from the moon. At this rate, Earth's atmosphere is going to start sputtering out into space.
Can the drives be fixed?
I'm working on some designs that should discreetly solve the problem, under the guise of an emergency update to the fueling pumps.
We're talking about the end of Earth, and you're trying to be subtle about it.
Judith, the last thing we need is people losing faith in grav drive technology. That might be our only option.
To what? Are you seriously saying we should abandon Earth?
The timeline is under 50 years. A blink of an eye for a planet, but more than enough time for a human exodus.
And what do we tell people?
We say it's an act of God, one that science has found a solution for. Time for humanity to take its place in the stars.
You knew, didn't you? You lied to me.
Of course he knew.
All this time. I dedicated my life to this discovery, Victor. And you knew we were going to kill off our planet?
You haven't seen the future I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
There's an infinite expanse of promise out there. A meteor could hit Earth, a plague, another world war. Colonizing other galaxies secures humanity's future for all coming generations, across all time.
At the expense of our home.
Stop it, both of you. All that matters is building enough ships to get everyone off this planet. And we need to start now.
I'll draft up a statement. We'll need to address the entire international community. I'm sorry, Judith.
There isn't a planet in this universe that will be far enough away from you, Victor. We are never speaking again after this is over.
September 8, 2160.
My name is Dr. Victor Isa. And if you're listening to this, then you probably already know the truth. I was young when I first headed the retrieval team of an odd gravitational anomaly on Mars. But I kept what really happened that day hidden from everyone except one other person. Even she didn't believe me at first. But I have no reason to lie to anyone now, so I hope you'll accept this confession, whoever you are. When I touched the anomaly, I experienced 12 days of lost time. I met myself. He told me everything that has since come true. The grav drive equations, the tests on the moon, Earth's atmosphere sputtering away because of what we had done. But he also told me about a city thriving on a planet orbiting a distant star. Human culture, art, music, lifestyles evolving and shining brightly across all of space. What price would I be willing to pay for that future? Maybe you don't believe me. Maybe Judith was right and I'm just a coward who wants to believe his mistakes were justified. But everyone has forgotten about the real origins of the grav drive, this artifact from Mars. I hope you make better use of it than I did.
Is this the last piece? I am so glad that he mantled that. Yep. Figures. Artifact. Sigh.
Constellation, we've arrived on the surface of Earth. We need to discuss what you found.
And it looks like other Starborn got here before us. So, you might have company.
Well, company is something I excel with. Okay, let's go, Starborn. I can't pop that, can I? I doubt I can jump up there. No, I can't. I guess we're going the old-fashioned way. In fact, no. Let's have some fun with them. Mantle. Would you die already? I'm killing myself here. Okay, I'm just gonna go back to tried and tested. We're gonna have to be quick. They're all going to be using different powers, aren't they?
Kill the unworthy. Always more games.
These guys have leveled up. I thought we had power on all the doors. Oh, they've removed it, have they? Clever bastards. Well, that used to work in Star Wars. We've looted everything, just push on. I am going to have that though. Yeah, we looted everything, just push on, don't worry about it. We need to get out of here. Oh, that should have cut. Oh, we haven't been in here. It's probably the wrong time to be doing that. Bugger all in here anyway. Oh, that should have thrown a grenade. I really should have brought my mag pulse with me, shouldn't I? They have a heal. Not just a shield, but they have a starborn heal. That's a sniper. I am almost dead. Yeah. I need to change tact. I need a gun that actually hurts them, because this ain't doing the... I mean, this is an old gun. But this ain't doing the job anymore. And I don't know what I've got. I don't even know where it last saved. It's probably way back at the artifact. Oh, come on, game. It shouldn't take this long to load. You are taking the piss. There hasn't been an autosave since this point. This is like 40 minutes behind. Fuck me, I guess I've got a lot of catching up to do. Start it from here. I've just blasted through that without reading any of the stuff. I think that we've hit the same information points. I haven't looted anything else. I just couldn't be bothered doing all the exploring and the lockpicking and stuff, because that was really annoying. Throw a grenade. These Starborn have a healing power as well. That I don't have. I think this was the room I got.
You struggle. Very well.
I almost had loot from him then. Interesting. I am going to grab one of them, because I don't know how many I've used. Yeah, okay, so we'd already done this bit as well. I'm trying to rush through this. If I think about it, I'm probably going to get murdered again. This pistol has pretty good range. I've got the shield, and I'm just going to try and isolate them one at a time. Maybe even sniper rifle. I guess I'll take that. I think the loot is the same, actually. Okay, so they are further ahead. This is the room, because you can see the sniper. I'm going to try and do some sniping of my own. So we know that the sniper is up there. He is perfectly placed in that window so that I can't hit him. Clever. So that would only put me in there, which might actually take me round. Let's try it. getting low on med packs as well, so I better take that. What I want to do is get up. Come on. Oh, one of them must have hit the bastard. Right, that's one down. Can I get in there? That was a headshot with a sniper rifle. That should have absolutely destroyed him. Right, okay, I think we're going out this way. This is a different route. Let's save it, shall we? So we don't get shafted again. God, this game. The one time it doesn't save is the one time when I get killed when there's a massive story thing going on. I mean, to be fair, we haven't died that much since we put it on very hard, have we? So it's just a shame that these things don't drop loot, even though they tried. You want me in that lift, don't you? This would have been a really cool staging area. Have like 3 or 4 of them. But obviously not. We're still going to have a fight to our ship. And if they were smart, they would have destroyed my ship, stranding me here. But my ship's intact. And the emissary is here. Well, that's not ominous at all, is it? That is a very cool shot. This is a trap, right? Out of interest. Oh, I know, because this game doesn't let you kill things that you're not supposed to kill. I was going to take a pot shot at one of them. Probably him.
Do you understand now why I asked you to come here? The artifacts unlocked the secret of interstellar travel. At the cost of Earth.
I understand why they're
An easy
dangerous.
trade, honestly. Why have one world when you can have all the settled systems?
I kind of agree. Humanity's destiny was the stars, anyway.
Don't you see? The power of the artifact forced humanity to the stars.
I see that.
They didn't get to make a choice.
I know.
How many would have chosen Earth? What gave Victor Isa the right to choose for them?
You see the hypocrisy in what the emissary is saying, right?
I do.
They don't want to rob people of their free will, but then they steal the artifacts for themselves.
In the wrong hands, the power of the artifacts can make anyone a tyrant.
I agree.
That's why we watch over them. The only thing you are watching out for is yourself.
You're both wrong. It's time someone other than a Starborn made a decision.
Don't be a fool. The emissary and I may have our differences, but you do not want to give us a common enemy.
For once, he is right. Don't do this. We can collect the final pieces together.
How can I go against Andreja, even if it isn't her? But policing this kind of power... I'll get to Unity on my own.
Well, look at that. The emissary just became my new best friend.
You've made your choice. When you are ready, the Hunter and I will be at the buried temple. That is where we will settle things.
Meaning, we'll kill you. But hey, at least we'll wait. The final round doesn't start until there's only one artifact left to gather. And if I'm not mistaken, Constellation has one or two to go.
That's a cool shot as well. I do like their takeoff animation. I just don't know what we do next. I feel like I need time to process these crazy reveals. Well, they haven't sabotaged the ship. And I'm not under attack. No, I didn't want that, but at least it's auto-saved. I'm gonna have to save it so much more often. Let's put the new piece in place. I think it's wise that I keep them. Bad. We just had that one. That's fine. What are our options? Complete final glimpses. Return to the lodge. I should tell them before we run off. Shouldn't I? Oh, we got a thing. No, we didn't, because that was in the game that I was killed in and it didn't fucking save. Oh well. Is what it is. I think we're going to go and cause a little bit of trouble while we're in the Sol system. Because I feel like I've made a choice that may not have been smart. And Todd needs to mull it over in his head.